Arnis, also referred to as Kali or Eskrima, it is an indigenous Filipino martial art and sport, which is also the national defense martial art of the Philippines. This martial art combines striking, thrusting, and parrying techniques for both offensive and defensive, with swinging and spinning. Usually, one or two sticks or other such tools are used for this, or the same idea that is employed with canes is applied while hitting, blocking, locking, and grappling with bare hands and feet. Arnis also covers joint locks, weapon disarming techniques, and hand-to-hand combat. Increased skill in close combat, hand-eye coordination, reaction speeds, dexterity, cognitive function, depth perception, agility and stability, and practicality in protecting oneself from weapon strikes are all excellent benefits of this style. The word arnis originated from the Old Spanish term arnes, which means armor, and esgrima, Filipinization of the Spanish word esgrima for fencing, whereas the name Kali was derived from the pre-Hispanic Filipino term kalis, which meant blades and fencing. Arnis was declared as the Philippine national martial art and sport on the 11th of December 2009 through Republic Act 9850, signed by President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Two types of Arnis game categories. Firstly is laban or combat, is the sparring of free fighting aspect of martial arts. It consists of controlled combat between two practitioners using padded sticks, where they use the footwork, striking, and defense principles they have learned during drills and forms. In order to maintain control and safety, laban places a strong emphasis on strategic thinking, adaptability, and capacity to respond to an opponent's movement in an effective manner. And lastly, the anyo, likha anyo, or artistic forms in Arnis. These are collections of prearranged techniques or choreographed series of body motions, such as offensive and defensive techniques that involve striking, blocking, and thrusting with a stick or an unbladed metal or wooden replica of a bladed weapon, demonstrating the combination of abilities that call for proficiency in rhythm, timing, agility, and the core of fighting application. So, anyo can be performed individually or synchronized. So, anyo is divided into two types, which are the traditional anyo. This emphasizes historical combat techniques, structured sequences, and cultural significance. Next is the non-traditional anyo. It focuses on adaptability, innovation, creative expression, and aesthetics. Examples include forms with twirling, musical accompaniment, or blends with other martial arts.
Baba Nam Kevalam, Baba Nam Kevalam, Baba Nam Kevalam, Baba Nam Kevalam, Baba Nam, 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 Baba Nam.
Vince, can you perform the 540 kick again? Something's lacking with how you perform the skill. Instead of kicking at this level, try to kick higher and stronger. That's good. However, you should give more power to every movement. Maximize your first movement for a more successful completion of the skill.
Motor control is an essential element of Arnis, particularly in the context of 540 kick. It enables you to generate powerful, accurate, and well-timed skills while maintaining your balance and stability. By developing your motor control, you can significantly enhance your striking abilities, improve your overall performance, and minimize the risk of injury. This emphasizes the importance of consistency, training, and practice to refine your skills and unlock full potential of this dynamic martial art.
Prince, you have to remember that Anyo is a choreography. It is not just a set of skills that you are memorizing, but also how the skills are performed. There must be a sequence. Look back for the order on how the 540 kick must be performed step by step. You practice until you are satisfied. Also, do not limit your body movements. Doing the 540 kick is a skill that needs to be used different parts of your body at the same time. Jump as high as you can and then kick leg and extend it and jump land to turn your whole body up. It is where you think and do it at the same time. If you cannot do the kick well on both legs, we can adjust the routine. Doing the same movements but in different styles or ways is still equivalent to the skills that you are performing. Whether you start with your left leg or with your right leg, it is still 540 kick.
Anatomical planes or body planes are hypothetical geometric planes used to divide the body into sections. You can visualize them as flat surfaces that divide the body into front and back, side to side, and top to bottom. They are commonly used in both human and zoological anatomy to describe the location or direction of bodily structures. These anatomical planes are also used by health professionals to describe how your body moves during exercise or other activities. Knowing the different body planes can be useful in designing your workout program to ensure you're moving and strengthening your body in all directions.
We have the motor control concept in performing the 540 kick. So the importance of understanding the basic concepts of motor control is essential in performing any specific skill. This is part 8 of mastering Arnis Anyo. Let's focus on the 540 kick and dive into the key motor control concept and support it. First, we have the motor variability. It is the concept that talks about how no movement is ever exactly the same, even if repeated under similar conditions. Even if you perform the 540 kick repeatedly, each execution will vary slightly. No two kicks are ever going to be exactly the same. These differences might be subtle or even invisible to the naked eye. So if you're worrying that you might not perfect it in the performance in competitions, that's okay. Next is we have the motor consistency. It is the ability to reproduce a movement reliably over time through practice and experience. In Arnis, consistency of advanced skills like the 540 kick depends heavily on how much you've trained. Athletes who have developed their motor system can perform this move repeatedly with stability and flow. In competition, your nerves might try to shake that, so ground yourself. Take a deep breath, reset your form, and return to what you've practiced. Lock in your rhythm. And we have the third part, which is the motor modifiability. It is the capacity to adjust a movement quickly and efficiently in response to changes. On the day of the competition, if anything feels off, spacing, footing, or timing in your flow, you need to adjust. That's part of mastery. Adapt in the movement, whether it means shifting your angle or controlling the height. Stay fluid and not rigid. So for the last part, which is the perceptual motor integration, it is the process of linking perception, what you see, you feel, and sense with motor actions on what you do. Although this concept is often applied in competitive Arnis, especially in 1v1 sparring, it's also low-key compatible with Anyo. You still adjust to your environment, lighting, floor surface, energy, and while performing, you might encounter the unexpected. You connect your actions with your cognitive skills. This skill is not for beginners. Executing a 540 kick safely requires strong awareness of your body capacity. Awareness, timing, and control must work together. And always remember, it's not just about doing the move. It's about controlling it. Reading the moment and owning the performance, you're not just showing your skills, you're showing mastery.
Although we hate to say goodbye, but that is all from your Sportify friends, and see you again in our next video.